7 seats. There are two ways in which to skin this cat. You could either go the SUV route, which everybody seems to love these days, or stick with the tried and tested MPV formula and keep all 7 happy. The Toyota Innova, it has been the standard bearer in this segment, and not without reason. But now, Kia wants a slice of the pie with the Carnival. Welcome to the Evo India comparison test, where today we have the Toyota Innova Crysta and the Kia Carnival. And the question we are asking is, can the Carnival even be compared to the Crysta? Before we continue, here's a quick contest announcement. We are giving away a 1-year subscription to Evo India magazine. To win, watch the video till the end and tell us how many lifetimes do I think an Innova will last for. Drop your answers in the comments section. These are MPVs and they are all about the back seat. So that is where we will begin. First up, the newcomer, the Kia Carnival. Now the Carnival is available in 7, 8 and 9-seater versions. I am in the top of the line limousine edition that gets these so-called VIP seats in the middle row. And these seats are wide, they're comfortable, and they move in all directions. So they move forward and back, they move side to side. You have ottomans, you have 2 armrests for each seat. So it is very comfortable. And in terms of the features, there is tons of it out here. You get USBs, you get a charging socket, so you can charge your laptop while you're working here. You get a nice touchscreen in front of you where you can mirror your content onto it. You get a sunroof, you get sun shades for the side windows, and these windows are really huge. It gives you a panoramic view of the road and what is happening outside. It has also got a sliding door, which in terms of convenience is fantastic. You get a separate climate zone for the middle row. There's an air purifier, like I said, cup holders all over the place, and there is a lot of space. Now this seat, the front seat, is adjusted so that somebody can sit comfortably up front. I got a lot of knee room, and there is space for somebody to sit behind me also. So even at the back in the third row, there is a good amount of space. The Carnival, it is a long vehicle. It is 5.1 meters in length, and that does make a difference to the way you drive it, because you can feel it from behind the driver's seat, which I will talk about later. The reason why I'm sitting in the back seat of the Carnival to start off is because somebody who's buying the Carnival is more focused on the back seat and more focused on the comfort. And in terms of comfort, this is really nice. The ride quality, it is soft, it is plush, it delivers good comfort. Like we're going over bad patches of road, you can barely even feel it. But really, in terms of comfort, the Carnival does deliver. It is also wide, so there's a lot of space inside the cabin. The sunroof, it obviously adds in more light and makes the cabin look even more airy and more spacious than it is. The Crysta, it really is the benchmark in the segment. From the earlier Innova to the Crysta, Toyota made a massive leap up. The seats, the wider, I'm talking about the captain seats in the middle row, they're more comfortable. You sit better, you sit higher, you have a better view of the road ahead. It actually is very well tuned to A, doing long distances endlessly in India, and B, pampering the occupants. And also C, I should not forget that, and that is reliability. The Innova, it lasts and lasts and lasts. It is indestructible. Sometimes you jump into a cab and it has done 2 lakh kilometers and it still feels like it's done some 20,000 kilometers. It is that reliable, and that is one of the key strengths of the Crysta. But you don't get as much space as the Carnival. These captain seats, they do slide. Now this is on the maximum that it goes back, and at the back and the third row you can fit in, but it is not really a comfortable place, and you don't want to be stuck there for long distances. You don't get too much in terms of equipment either. You get a tray on this top end variant, but it has limited use because a laptop is not going to fit over here. What is of use is that you can move the front seat. It's got this lever out there. There's no sunroof, and it's not like the Crysta's cabin is cramped. We never said that the Crysta cabin is cramped. But now when you compare it to the Carnival, then you start scratching your chin and wondering, you would have liked a little bit more space in the Crysta. If you are someone who's going to be doing a lot of driving, you are going to want to know what these MPVs are like behind the wheel. The way these two MPVs drive are vastly different from each other, and there is good reason for that. The Carnival has a completely different layout to the Crysta. This is front-wheel drive, and on a monocoque chassis, the Crysta is a ladder frame chassis and rear-wheel drive. And that means the driving is also completely different. The 2.2-litre diesel engine makes 197 bhp, and it is mated to an 8-speed automatic gearbox. Now, that is the only transmission that you get. You don't get a manual gearbox in this, and I'm not complaining. The only thing I would have liked are paddle shifters behind the steering wheel for the gearbox, but apart from that, the gearbox, it actually works very well. So you step on it and you get a downshift. It is not instant, but it is quick enough for the general makeup of the Carnival and what you would be using it for. Now, this is a softly sprung car, so it does move around a bit. It obviously takes all the potholes and the bumps really, really well, but there is a fair bit of roll when you go around corners. There is a bit of pitch, there is a bit of wallow. It doesn't feel as planted and stable as some other SUVs. Let's say more German SUVs, it doesn't stay as planted as that. In terms of the feel, the steering, not much feel. It does go where you point it, but it's not like every single car should be thrown around corners at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Other cars, you want comfort, you want a stress-free driving environment, and that is what the Carnival really does deliver. Now, I must talk about the interiors because this is a big plus point on the Carnival and something that is miles ahead of what we've been used to in the MPV category. This is the proper car-like dashboard in terms of the fit and finish, in terms of the features, and in terms of the design. So you get a nice big touchscreen with all the connectivity features, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It's got Uvo Connect. So this is Kia's connected car application where you can call the concierge and ask him to do a lot of things for you, including suppose you don't want to feed in the destination on your maps, the concierge will push maps onto the car's navigation. It's got an inbuilt eSIM. You have the on assist, so you can call the call center if you need a breakdown assist or whatever. Also, you have the app, so via the app you can start the car, cool the car before you even enter the car, geofence the car, see where the car has been driven, how much fuel has been used, all of that. It's got a wireless charger, it's got USB chargers, dime a dozen, it's got cup holders, dime a dozen. The driver gets ventilated seats, so cooled seats, though the other seats are not cooled, but it's nice for the driver. You get these 2 sunroofs. You get the nice MFD in front of you. You get traditional dials. You don't get the display that is becoming more and more common across cars and categories. But you also do get electronic stability program on the top end variant. So a lot of safety features also built into the Carnival. Now a 7-seater, it makes more and more sense. You want to travel with your family. You're scared of traveling by air or whatever. So you can put your entire family in this and go and do road trips. So it does make more and more sense in the times that we live in. On the inside, when you're driving it at a sedate speed, it actually is very silent. You can't hear anything. There is a bit of wind and tire noise, but apart from that, there's nothing. There's a nice, calm hush inside the cabin. The Crysta, it's one of the most familiar vehicles you can possibly encounter. And that familiarity is because of its popularity and also because it is so bloody good. The reliability of the Crysta, the longevity of the Crysta, the stress-free driving experience that the Crysta gives you, it is all above par. That is why it sells so well. The engine, you can always hear it. It is always there in the background, and when you step on it, well, it also comes into the foreground. In terms of the equipment, well, honestly, there isn't much to talk about. When you step into the Crysta from the Carnival, this feels like it is one generation or even 2 generations behind. There is this token wood effect on the dash and on the top of the steering wheel, but that's about it in terms of the luxury quotient. You don't even get CarPlay or Android Auto. These dials, it looks really old school. You get cruise control, but that's about it. No sunroof, no wireless charger, no 100 USB charging points, no ventilated seats. But it is built to last 2 lifetimes. I have to clarify that what we're driving right now is the 2.8, and the 2.8 is no longer on sale because Toyota did not upgrade the 2.8 engine for BS6 emission norms. So now you only get the 2.4. But earlier, the 2.4 was only available with the manual, but now you can get the 2.4 with the automatic gearbox. Torque remains the same, but obviously power comes down with the 2.4. But in terms of the driving, it is not night and day between the 2.8 and the 2.4. So what I say does hold true for the Innova that you will buy if you're going to buy it sometime now. So can the Innova Crysta and the Kia Carnival be compared? Honestly, no. These two fall in two completely different price brackets as well as in terms of size. Now, the Crysta, it is the default MPV. The Carnival, it actually slots way above the Crysta. In terms of the pricing, now this top-end variant of the Crysta and the top-end variant of the Carnival, the price difference is 10 lakh rupees. In fact, the most affordable Carnival is more expensive than the top-end Crysta. So the price gap is huge. And also in terms of the equipment and what you get with the Carnival, the differences are huge. You sit inside the Carnival, it feels more premium, more plush, more equipment, more luxury, more of everything, and more of space, which is the most important criteria with an MPV. The Crysta, it does a bloody fine job of what it is supposed to do, and it has been doing that for year after year after year, relentlessly, tirelessly, and flawlessly. The Carnival, does it feel 10 lakh rupees more expensive than the Crysta? I definitely think so. But we'll have to wait and see if the Carnival can hold itself, hold its value over the years like the Crysta has. Subscribe to the Evo India channel and hit the bell icon to keep pace with the thrill of driving.